Hey, happy Easter. I realized the lighting in this room is super crazy. The ceiling is actually white and it looks super yellow. I don't know what's going on with this lighting, but um, just want to touch base. We um, went to church today, and it's a different church than my son was expecting us to go to. And I kind of had an unpleasant experience with this lady being super mean, which was unfortunate because I was just so thankful and glad to be at church for Easter with the kids, with both my kids, not just my daughter, and so in that sense, I was so happy to be there. And in on the other sense, on the other hand, it wasn't really a church that is expert at dealing with people who don't go to church often. And the lady sitting down next to my son was so sending the mean vibes our way, and I could feel it. She was to the left of him, and I could feel it, and then he was sitting there, and I could sense it, and I could see her turning her head and looking around my son, trying to look at me, and I didn't even make eye contact once with her. She was just so, you could feel how distracted she was by our presence and how judgy and mean she was being, and it was very uncomfortable to try to sit through that. I think it's because my son has never been to this church ever before. It's very traditional. He doesn't know anything that they're doing, anything that they're saying, any of the routines. It's got a lot of I don't want to say Catholic, but these things that people will do and say in response to whatever, and it's very formal. And so if you've been there forever, you know that stuff, and if you haven't, you don't know any of it, right? And it's okay to be new. It's okay to be the new one, and it's okay to be someone who doesn't do church regularly, or doesn't do that church, or doesn't do formal churches. It's okay to come in new, right, and be welcomed. Or my son wasn't singing. There were all these weird traditional hymns and stuff. My son wasn't singing or saying the prayers. He was just very silent. And that's okay it's okay for him for now. And I could just feel this lady's glares sort of at us, towards me and him. And then so much so, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then when we got home, we had been home for a while, and then my son mentioned it, and he said, Mom, the lady next to me mentioned how she was being. And I was like, I know, I could tell from where I was sitting that she was doing that too. And he's like, Mom, I didn't bring my glasses, so I couldn't see the screen, so I couldn't see the words to sing. I just had to just listen. And I was like, it's okay. And even if you had them on, and even if you could read the words, it's still okay to be at church and to take it in and to not sing. It would have been okay either way. It's okay to be new. And I just was joking with him because obviously I don't know the lady. And I just said, it's okay. I said, she just didn't have the love of Christ in her heart. And luckily my son knew I was joking and he laughed. It was funny because she's clearly the regular and my son is not. And so for me to act like he's got the love of Christ in his heart, but she doesn't, it was funny. I thought it was a funny joke, and luckily he caught it and he laughed too, and kind of lightened the mood. But it was still making a point, like, she wasn't being loving and she wasn't being welcoming. Um, she was being extremely judging, extremely hateful, which is just uncomfortable when you're the new one. You know, s it's unfortunate that that's how my son had to have his Easter church service experience be, and he might not wanna go back to that church, you know? So that's where I'm thankful for, some other churches that are more equipped, more, like, skilled at how do you deal with the new people or the people who are, um, not sure about Christianity yet or whatever, like, it's partially how does the church or how do the pastors handle that stuff, but it's also how do the people who attend handle that? How welcoming and loving are they, right? And it's just it could have just been one bad experience, one bad crabby lady, but it was unpleasant that that had to happen to him. So, but I was proud of him for like going and dealing with that and talking to me about it afterwards. And um, hopefully he'll go back there with me someday. I don't know. But I just wanted to give a friendly reminder to the Christians out there to always, no matter what you think is happening in the seat next to you, like be loving, be welcoming, be accepting, be open. Um, Not okay to be so judgy like that. Anyway, that is my story for today. I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you're having an awesome Easter. Talk to you later. Bye.